Starting us off strong, I'm going in with a cream face paint. This one is the Makeup Forever Flash palette, and I did a mix of black, white, and then a little bit of orange to get rid of some of that blue. It tends to just be very blue. But then you want to set your whole face and body with powder, per usual, when working with creams. Then it should look something like this. Great. Now we're going to go in with the fun part, all right? Which is these filigree things. You're probably like, wait, how did you make these? So let's back it up a little bit. All you're going to need is this UV soft resin. Got it on Amazon, 14 bucks. And then all you're going to need is these silicone molds. I think they're for cakes and frosting. I think it was a set of 5 for 15 bucks. They look like this. But yeah, no, they're really cool. They're made of silicone. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen these used before, but it's usually with like stuff I don't know how to use, which is like all those like plaster molds and like all of those freaking like those like prosthetic stuff. I don't know how to do that. So here we go. Here we're going to go with the Amazon version, which are these guys. Come on in close, because this is what my research has discovered. It is as easy as this. You want to just not slowly, pour it in, not fast either. Just like, don't be afraid of it. Just pour it into these silicone molds, and then just let it like sit there for a second, and then you just cure it with a UV light, which is one of those UV nail art things, which my roommate has. So I borrowed that. I think those are like $10 on Amazon as well. I mean, you're talking like 30 bucks, and you can now make like just about anything you want. I'm really excited about this discovery because tackling like prosthetics has always been like a project that's like way too large for my brain. So this is something a little bit more DIY craft forward, and I like to draw and like do stuff like that. So I don't know, this just like seems a little bit cut more to my cloth and seems a little bit user friendly also for you guys. So that's why I thought I would make this, because I was like, wait, if you guys can just find a mold on Amazon, you could use this UV resin to create just about anything. And then when you make the individual pieces, you could put like a drop of UV resin between them and connect them together, which is what I did to make a skull shape. And bang, boom, there you go. I just told you all of this while I just poured in resin to a mold for 10 minutes, but whatever. So once you're done with that, though, I'm just going with something sharp. I got these tweezers, and you want to pop any air bubbles in there. Any air bubbles on the surface will obviously show up as like a hole, so you want to make sure that doesn't happen. I don't know if this is correct, but I gave it a little stretch just to make sure it gets in all those cracks and grooves, because some of these things are pretty thin, but thankfully the resin is durable enough to not tear. But all you gotta do is put it in the easy bake oven, and you pull it out, and you got this nice clear gel flexible lightweight resin thing that would like totally glue to a face, no freaking problem. All I did was cut them and then paint them, and that's like really it. Truly, I hope the creativity gates are unlocked for you as it was for me, because I was like, oh. Anyway, moving forward. So from there, I'm going in with Prozaid, which is a medical grade adhesive to glue onto the face. The only thing that I didn't show you on camera is that you want to remove the makeup underneath where you're gluing it if you want it to wear all day long. I cheatively don't do that on purpose because I know I'm going to take it off after this video. But if you're not a content creator and you're not going to be doing it like that, then make it glue, because it'll glue like intensely, and I don't want it to glue that intensely because I'm taking this off after, obviously, because then I have to go live my life or whatever. So I'm talking too long. So now I'm just going back in with the same cream white that we used all over the face, but I used a gray tone for the skin tone. Now I'm going with white, and we're going to cover it in between the bone shape, and we're going to start to emphasize that this is the skull shape by just making those lips protrude and the cheekbones protrude and the lower jawline protrude, which is enhanced by all of these filigree mold pieces. Once you're done with that, you want to powder it, because cream makeup is cream, it'll be sticky, and then you can go with shadows, and I'm just doing a gray eyeshadow all over the face. I only use black in one spot, a couple spots, very slowly, very seldomly. It's mostly a gray vibe. I wanted it to be like mostly white. That's my intention. Okay, so now I'm just going around the cheekbones. This is pretty the most important step. It's just like connect that to the ear and lift those cheekbones up, and then use black now to really emphasize. I wanted the teeth to be noticeable in a soft way, so I'm just using black to make those kind of pop out more, and then with a gray eyeshadow kind of connect everything together. You've seen it once, you've seen it twice, you've seen it 1,000 times, but I feel like you can learn this over and over, never learn it too much, and this is how I do teeth. You want to just do it in straight lines, like show, just shadows, straight lines. Buff it out completely, totally into the skin, boom, 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 straight up and down, don't even really worry about it. And then now you want to darken just in the middle of that, okay? Just in the middle of that line you made. Just darken in the middle. Buff it out again. There you go. You don't even have to know what you're doing. If you just do that, it'll look like teeth at the end. You know what I'm saying? Simple smoky eye. In case you guys want to take a piece of this story and wear it on a date, but just a gray shadow smoky eye. White on the inside. I was going for a matte look, but then I put a shimmer in the middle. Oh, last step. I'm using a teeny bit of that cream just to kind of clean it up. It acts like an eraser. And then using a white eyeshadow to then buff it into those like gaunt cheekbone areas to kind of connect everybody to the same party. And then now I went in with a gold that I used to actually paint the filigree. And then I went in with a little bit of a blue shimmer in the middle of the eye. And then we're done. Not actually, but everything else on the screen is self-explanatory, so I'm going to wrap it up for you. But everything that I talked about and used is going to be in the description box below. It's all from Amazon, aside from the makeup. It's like professional brand Obvi. I know there's a lot of info in this, but I hope you guys learned something. I've been on the creative journey. It took like weeks to trial and error these things to get it to work, but here we go, baby. I hope you learned something. I'm very inspired. I got more Amazon headbands and stuff coming in the mail because I'm making more stuff. Very cool. All right, cuckoo. Share my stuff on social because this algorithm is tough out there. All right, bye. Love you.